Hey everyone, I'm Benjamin and welcome to the day in the life of a Neuroscience Research Assistant. That's me there waking up, or filming myself waking up. And I've been a research assistant now for the past 18 months at a university in London, and it's a job that I absolutely love, but it's one that is quite an ambiguous title, and so people may not know what the day-to-day runnings look like. And so I'm here trying to create a video of what my typical day looks like in the office. So as we can see here, I like to start the day with a cup of hot coffee, followed by some breakfast. And usually while I'm having my breakfast, I like to catch up on usually some YouTube or perhaps some reading or my emails and see if there's anything pressing for the day ahead. Then I get ready for work and I head down to the station as I live on the outskirts of London, and so it's a fair commute in order to get into the office. I then catch the train into work, and one of the things I've been doing recently is trying to increase my reading. Because I don't like wasting time, I like to listen to audiobooks, and so one of the things I've been doing recently has been listening to Do No Harm by Henry Marsh, which is a fantastic audiobook on neurosurgery and one that I recommend to anyone interested in the brain. So once I tap into work, I usually crack on with checking any emails I got over Christmas, responding to any participants and any pressing needs that seem to have cropped up. And in this case, because we haven't seen the other team for a while, I had a good chat with one of my colleagues, caught up with them, and then headed downstairs to grab a coffee. Whilst I was having a coffee, I bumped into one of the other RAs, or research assistants, and he suggested a fantastic paper that was highly relevant to my upcoming PhD on cognition. And so I had a look at this paper, I put it into Genie, which is how I manage a lot of my papers, and I generated the key points and sort of broke it down to work out what was relevant to my upcoming PhD or not, and sort of generate a few ideas. And so once I generated a few ideas, I just wrote these down in my bullet journal, which is how I do a lot of my sort of managing at the moment. And then headed to Morrison's, grabbed a few lunch, looked up how to make some videos, including actually how to make this one, and then cracked back on with work. As a research assistant, one of your main jobs is to recruit participants for the study. And so individuals who expressed their interest over Christmas, I then booked in for a quick chat, and we just discussed whether or not they were eligible for the study, and if they were, I passed them forward to our clinician who will make further judgment about that. And so one of the things I then do is type up my notes from the study, and by then it was time to have our weekly team meeting. And so this is just roughly what my view, or the view from my laptop, looks like of me in the meeting. So after that, I head back, catch my various trains back in rush hour to home, and that's when I get back for the evening. And I'm aware that it's been a very admin heavy day, and not every day is like this. We quite often have patients in, and in our study we're looking at cognitive deficits in patients with schizophrenia and depression, and so these are our patient groups. And on those days we're more based in the hospital and running neuropsychological batteries of tests. So once I'm home, as you can see, I have food with my family for dinner, and then I usually go back upstairs to my room and sort of wind down for the evening by, in this case actually, I was coding in Python ahead of my upcoming PhD, and so it's a skill that I've been trying to learn, as it's actually very crucial in neuroscience at the moment to be able to code, particularly in neuroimaging, which is where my PhD will be based. For the rest of the evening, I then just FaceTime recorded my family and my girlfriend, and that is roughly the day in the life of a research assistant. So thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully see you for the next one.